Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. No, I'll corroborate that. I think that Ag could go a really long way on Centaur because Lone Druid he's a really good at bothering you from afar, but then you bring all 5 heroes, no pathing, onto a hero that can really only Savage Roar once every 20 seconds, then maybe you can get the Centaur off of you, but you're not going to be able to get all 5 enemy heroes off of you, and damage reduction is just gravy on top of that.
Radiant team pick.
Hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a somewhat common pitfall because sometimes teams will be like, oh, well, we have half of the combo still in the pool, we'll pick half of it as like a denial pick. And then the other people will be like, well, let's just take Luna anyway, you know, whatever. And you will find out the hard way that that is not the way to deal with that. The question is, why did they ban Leshrac? It's like, everyone knows, yeah.
Beastmaster.
Whoa.
Dire team.
That's a hero I haven't seen in a while. Oh, the control groups.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Another curious instance I enjoyed seeing was that apparently Kunkka's Tidebringer was bugged out with this Dark Moon patch, and no one levels Tidebringer, and so like no one realized it until like 6 hours after the patch, and someone was like, I feel like Tidebringer isn't doing very much damage, and everyone's like, why are you leveling, you fool? You just get X and Torrent, and then they're like, oh wait, no, it definitely is bugged right now.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I know.
Reserve time.
Well, it's not tournament play though. Alliance has to be playing, and Lotus specifically has to be playing. Then bugs will just emerge from the woodwork.
Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Yeah, Viper these days seems to be like the broodmother factor, where you're just like, I don't want to have to deal with that. Let's just take it out. I don't really care what else is going on, but no one really is like, dude, we gotta pick broodmother. It's gonna change everything. Here we are, though.
5 seconds remaining.
Right?
Dire team ban. Dire team pick.
I mean, if they do manage to bait DooWop into picking Razor, you can always send Lone Druid mid, and Lone Druid is exceptional against Razor mid.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 5 seconds remaining.
Legion Commander.
Radiant team pick.
I would guess the Legion, and she does okay because Moment of Courage is obviously going to be able to keep her somewhat healthy, and then obviously press the attack. If she's mid, she's going to have a bottle and she's going to have plenty of mana to deal with it. So it's probably a break-even lane, but I mean Viper's still going to have a fine time.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It's a Meepo. Oh my god, it's an IO. That's the one we didn't consider. We said Invoker, we said Legion Commander, we said Bloodlust, all for the bear, but we didn't consider Overcharge. Will we see a primary bear lone druid?
Maybe. I'm saying, like, it's been 50-50 surprisingly, where everyone's like all the rage for the new ranged sniper lone druid. I've seen just as much, whether it be AoE or move from complexity, go back and go with the classic old Midas Radiance buildup. Never see Wisp. Like, you rarely see Wisp. In American, in a lot of European games, like, yeah, they love the Wisp and they always go for American qualifier games, especially like when you're looking at tier 2, tier 3 teams, unless you're FDL and Stand King FDL, which Stand King is apparently in this game, you are not going for Wisp. He is like one of the very few people that pull out Wisp in American qualifier games. So this may confirm that that actually is Stand King. Maybe try to see to like tweet at him if it was actually or not. If he's playing it, then that's the case. But no, Trash Tan King is playing the Viper at the moment.
But that's the beauty of the IO, though. You only really need one competent teammate. Even though Dilecom aren't too familiar with each other, really IO just needs one partner to orbit around, and then you're making sweet music together.
I wonder where he's gonna go in the early game. Is he gonna like hang around with the Viper in the mid lane? Like that just seems that seems gross.
That's like the rudest lane ever.
That seems so gross. That just seems like it's like disrespectful. Even in like American qualifiers, it's just
there is a line.
Why?
And you can't.
Yeah.
Putting it. Oh my god, they're gonna
picking Chen is already kind of like crossing the line. Dilecom are just taking it a step further now, and they've actually played a Wisp in Game 3 and a Viper. They really just are taking full advantage of the fact that they are, you know, kind of half a team. They have 3 members, 2 stand-ins, and they're like, if we need to get wins and we know that everything's against us, we're just going to pull out every trick in the book here. We're going to go with the dirty book, and that is going to be Wisp Viper plays.
And plus, most of the time you see IO, it's whenever you have some sick heal strats going on, like the Legion Commander on their team, or Oracle, or Dazzle, or something.
Yeah,
they have nothing. Yeah, Necrophos. They have no heals. It's just the IO.
Yep, I don't know what to tell you. He's gonna go for the bottle rush here, so they might even preserve him the bottle here at the start. Nearby we have Yawar floating around. I mean, we didn't get to talk about there at the back end of it, but, you know, good for Yawar. He's going to be able to revisit his Slark. He's already warmed up on it. It is going to be the mid lane 747 Legion Commander. Not something I've seen him play a whole lot, but he's a high MMR, high skill player. I mean, he's got to be able to know what he's doing, right? He's probably played against a couple of Vipers in his pubs. I guess he figures Legion Commander's the answer. I'm excited to see it.
Actually, it takes overwhelming odds at level 1. That's surprising. I don't really know.
Intimidation nuke, probably. So, like, come to the lane, smack him with it real quick just to say, I'm here.
Force Stand King to get corrosive at 1. He's like, oh my god, that was so much damage.
He's like, this guy, he's rambunctious. We'll see, though.
You got Moxie, kid.
Alright, but we're expecting a bit of a doozy here in the mid lane. We'll touch base with the CS to see how it continues to evolve, rather.
That's what I'm keeping my eye on.
Yeah, bottom lane is where we're seeing a lot of interesting action here. Fear you. Waiting for the setup. There's the roll in for Van. This comes after the disruption, and then the stun. Dirty pub straps working in this one. As it's going to be DooWop who strike first. Wonderful setup from Clairvoyance, and then the roll in.
Because you know Lone Druid had to level the bear at 1, couldn't have any points in Savage Roar.
Nope. So, makes it for an easy gank, and a good early footprint, if you will, for DooWop. So, now they feel in firm control of this bottom lane. And we'll see where they take it from here. Beer's gonna continue to keep Mr. Stand-in in check. And yeah, you wanted to go for a pull? Nope. And even Z-Talk has to come over and help out now, but Beer has Rolling Boulder. Should be fine. And just gonna be harassed back a bit. But significant start from them, and it does look like it's going okay as of now for Mr. Trash Tan King on the Viper. And he's only just started leveling up, so it's only gonna get better for him as things go on. We'll see though.
I don't really know if either player can afford to go aggressive though, because 747 can basically overwhelming odds and press the attack and get out of anything that Viper throws, and on the other hand, it's kind of difficult to duel a Viper.
Clairvoyance has spotted a farming Beastmaster, goes for the disruption, needs some right clicks here.
The Soul Catcher didn't land though.
Oh, he wanted the bounty rune, he got the bounty rune. He's like, at least I got that. Falls. Clairvoyance though with the heads up. Moves in. I mean, his lane is not really threatened at all. Yeah, I see it here. Oh god, he's poisoned. And he's able to salve up through it. Close stuff, but he will be able to live on. DooWop hold their 2-0 advantage for now. As this is going to get a bit awkward here. I mean, obviously Sword not wanting to be in the lane makes it a bit obvious for Clairvoyance to roam onto him. It's a free lane for Yawar to match up, and we have to look to like bottom lane now for Dilecom to kind of, if they want to get the one up. I mean, obviously mid lane's going to go good for him, but bottom lane may be different.
And he actually, Van has to send his bear back to base. It was getting quite low from the harass, and so he's just kind of hanging out here by himself. Where the bear here, I guess Wisp and Ogre would like to go aggressive on this solo centaur, but that's not really easy to do.
Yeah.
You have half of a hero.
They don't have like really good kill potential at all. I mean, only Ignite's still on the Ogre. I don't think they're ever going to kill Snake King here.
If they can get a root, it's possible, but it's going to be a wild.
Yeah. Oh, getting kills though. It's going to be Yawar. The Beastmaster returns to the lane, and with assistance and setup from Clairvoyance, they're going to be able to take advantage of him and bring him down. Good successful move there, and the movements don't stop for DooWop. His mid lane Biryu is going to be rolling bouldered right into the Viper.
It's only level 1
him a few times, but yeah, I mean, he actually needs to be more careful himself. Look at the damage. Ow! Oh! 747 is going to have to, you know, flex his chest here a bit in the middle lane to make sure he doesn't chase down Biryu, but they continue to impose their will onto Dilecom in the early game.
I'm surprised that Sword came back to the lane. I thought he was like, even though he did get discovered in the jungle, that's still not really enough to be like, okay, let's go back to this incredibly intimidating lane of Slark and Shadow Demon, but now he's back in the jungle. Hopefully he's going to be able to find his levels before he gets rotated in on again. Biryu's smoked up.
Yeah, him and Clairvoyance are looking for setup potential here. It looks like they're putting more priority onto the Viper, but if they want, they could just head around the corner and look for the Beastmaster. They might figure the Beastmaster could be going back to the lane, but they're still waiting for setup here. Biryu has level 2, has a stun now. It's going to be Clairvoyance going in, and he'll roll right up into that Viper. Ooh, misses the second connection of the Boulder Smash, but still more than enough to be able to get the takedown of the Viper here. So a successful smoke movement here for DooWop. And a free bird for Biryu at the end there.
Man, and these Viper illusions created by Shadow Demon. I mean, we were talking about the potential for Luna illusions, but
yeah,
these Viper illusions, they get the Nether Toxin and they do a lot of damage.
That is true. That is going to be actually super annoying and probably something we'll be seeing a lot more of. I mean, yeah, of course we'll probably get a lot of benefit from him using Disruptor on his own team, but Viper, very tasty to kind of take advantage of in that department. But
root on the bot lane. That's all they needed.
Okay, are they going to get the finish?
Nice.
Yeah, Biryu shows up, kicks a stone right in their face, tells them to get the hell away. At the same moment, Yawar in the top lane, able to get the grab onto the Ogre, just trying to solo defend the lane because Beastmaster had pieced out from it. He's thinking that he can go there and find some solo XP, but it is not safe. Yawar had been up there and he had been farming up, killing the Beastmaster. Nowhere feeling safe. I mean, even the mid lane that was supposed to be Dilecom's best bet, as we see, still they're getting punished as the first duel is going to be coming in, and it's going to be 747 taking the victory here. Actually, no lane is going well here for Dilecom now. I mean, with that mid lane gank onto the Viper, that was supposed to be their safe bet.
Yep. That has kind of fallen apart.
Yeah.
And usually, a good way to come back into this is to get, I guess, like a Blink Dagger onto the Beastmaster. But Beastmaster have been having a really tough time, and so there's very little initiation power on Dilecom. Like, they need to rely on a lucky root, and that's their really only way to get an easy kill on a target.
But I'm going to be forecasting more of a aggression coming out from DooWop here. Now with Duel online, I mean, I imagine they're going to be looking to put that to use as much as possible here. Biryu's going to be leveling up a bit more. He seems to always kind of lack the XP in the early game. He plays that hard 5-6 kind of position, so it's going to be a bit for the Earth Spirit to kind of come up. But it's not like the same like with Z-Talk, who's not even near his level 6, but even if he did, like these relocates I imagine are going to be used much more defensively, if anything else. So I would just be cautious that DooWop is going to be going on the aggressive here sooner than later. And I don't know what Dilecom really have to prepare, because they're supposed to be that kind of team that's getting a lot done maybe with the Viper and just hoping that they forget about the Lone Druid who's farming up.
Yeah, this is seeming like shades of Game 1, where they have some, I guess, like, they had the Weaver in Game 1, which is kind of like the Viper in this game, to be a really competent damage dealer in the early to mid game, but just doesn't seem tanky enough to, like, take what he dishes out. And once Slark completes the Shadow Blade, which Yawar is doing fantastic right now on the Slark, then everyone on on Dilecom is up for grabs.
No one even wants to go up and be near Yawar, it looks like, at this moment, until they're going to have like some sort of serious gank, which, hey, that might actually come faster than I anticipated. They smoke up now and they have Primal Roar here. This is their best chance that they want to be able to at least get themselves on the board. Mid lane seems to be the target, but only Clairvoyance is nearby. And putting so much effort into just taking down the Shadow Demon doesn't really feel as rewarding as they would like. But they may have to settle here.
Stan King has his ult, but he's like, do I really have to use it on a Shadow Demon?
Yeah, they don't want to. As they rotate all the way over, they're still not even going to get a hold of Clairvoyance. They're going to quickly see that all of Dilecom are like pushing down this mid lane, with the exception of Van here. But DooWop are not going to get themselves caught in any sort of trouble at this moment. Recognize that this Beastmaster probably has his ulti now, and are looking to place things on their pace. And it's going to be a rotation in from Snake King, calling out the Stampede. Quick roll in from Viryu. Quick duel damage going to be awarded. Disruption onto Stan King. He's going to get hit up. The Illusions move on forward. That's to take down the Beastmaster right as he gets off the Primal Roar. Good quick escape comes out from Viper, but the damage had been done. DooWop take the names of 2. We'll move forward into a tier 1 takedown.
Hell of a flank. Slark came from the top lane, Legion Commander came from the bot lane, and Centaur ulti just helped all of them get into position immediately. Until Viper gets a mech, which Viper's actually not going for a mech, it's going to be going for a Dragonlance first item, yet really, Dilecom needs to farm more before they can even think about pushing towers.
It's just going to be so rough, though. I mean, here we're getting close to that minute 10 mark, and you know, Wisp level 3, Ogre level 3.
There's
Someone's got to buy
almost a 7.5k net worth advantage in favor of DooWop at 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is one of the more heavy-handed advantages we've seen in this qualifier. So Dilecom to dig deep here and find their way back in. I mean, potential Viper kills should have been happening around this point. I don't even know if I've seen him dish out an ultimate yet, really. So now has to wait a bit. His team by his side. Van and Stan here now side by side. They're looking to take a tier 1. 10 more seconds before Snake King will have Stampede up, and we could see DooWop just kind of do a bit of the same here with another duel.
Odds.
Oh, goodness. Huge hit on the Van. They're going to be purging him up. This Lone Druid's in trouble. This Lone Druid's in a lot of trouble. They're going to get the silence. They're going to get good stun connection here, but no follow-up quite yet. Snake King still holding that Stampede. Didn't feel like it was the time to unleash their true fury.
Overwhelming odds again.
Ooh. Boom. Another hard hit. They're waiting. Viryu is not level 6 yet, man. If he had that Magnetize, this could have been a crushing from DooWop, but they're playing this one a bit slow.
I'm actually surprised that Legion Commander is going for a Helmeted Dominator first item. I thought you could totally get away with a Blink Dagger first item this game, but I guess... Actually, I haven't seen how good Helm is on Legion. I guess you could just use the Purge for duels if you get a Purge creep.
That is true.
But it'll still feel like workers better. These days no one buys that initiation.
Ooh, yeah, look at this. A flank attempt coming in from Dilecom. You know, we appreciate the effort as going down the mid was clearly not working, but they could quickly spotted and now quickly dealt with. Ogre going to be going down first. Ztok tries to tether himself away, but he gets hit with the Purge. He needs one more hit, and it's going to be a double kill for 747, even with the odds. And now that's going to lead to a DooWop Tier 1 takedown. Only the bear can get close enough to try to be a defensive factor, but he is a non-factor. DooWop are going to get the tower and move about their business and enhance their lead even further. Not looking so good for Dilecom.
It's a very kind way of putting it.
It was hard last game. This game, it's looking even tougher, as top 3 net worth already all belong to DooWop here, with Yawar pretty heavy-handedly out there in front.
We haven't even seen Power of Slark. Shadowblade freshly completed, doesn't even bother trying to hide it, just farms and be like, you know I have this.
Yep.
But you better watch out.
Probably passing the information that there was a ward down there, just having to farm through the creeps, move on through, and Dilecom are just trying to slowly push these lanes back out, but, you know, only delaying the inevitable here. They need the element of surprise, and utilizing this Primal Roar in hopes of a nice pick-off, but it's a DooWop on the move.
They're smoked up.
Here we go. This is a pain train, if you will.
Bear is max, so technically it has bonus damage, and it is also has the Inner Beast. But it's slow still.
Here comes the DooWop pain train. Chugga chugga choo choo. Drop down the wall. There goes the kick. Nice connection, only for the one. That is quick duel damage coming their way. Magnetize going to be dished out. Not the biggest of connection, but not going to matter as they do refresh it up. Moving on in. Slicing, taking it to Van. After the back end of the Purge, all they need is a little bit more damage. Feaver's going to be able to supply that with the back end of the Magnetize, and there is 2 cores going down just like that. DooWop, here they come, down from the north. Make another push and advancement here. And, well, really nothing else to it. Dilecom just can't really hold their own in some of these fights, especially if they're going to be outnumbered. And they're just frantic to try to just see if they can put up some defensive vision in hopes that DooWop would do something reckless. They were pretty reckless in game 1. Can't deny that.
Kind of reckless, but not really.
You know.
Can't punish
ooh,
him.
we thought about it, but quick Shadow Blade. Gonna be able to get Yawar away from the trouble. This is just rough, unfortunately. No relocate ganks even available yet. Sad little Ztok still level 4. Holding hands with level 5 Ogre.
Yeah, if there's a theme of this series, it's Ztok can't get experience.
It's hard life for some of these supports. And it's unfortunate because they dropped themselves into a position where they were going to be hoping to have some lane dominance for sure. You know, obviously with the Viper in the mid lane, but as we see, a pounce jump connection onto the Beast, or the Lone Druid rather, but Savage Roar will save him for now. But Yawar's going to be having to move in and kind of take away the creeps and get some damage onto the bear, and they back on out. But remember the lane that they had set up for themselves in the bottom. It's just like, it's kind of awkward, you know. It feels like the Wisp pick is kind of awkward unless they were trying to get like some super dirty like Wisp Viper lane going. But you know, for whatever the case may be, as we see the Ogre go down, easily pounced and crushed, is that they still couldn't even do much with what they had in the bottom lane to like keep Centaur at bay. I mean, that could be all because of that great first blood that they just set up to ambush the Lone Druid, but you know, Dilecom couldn't do much.
I think it would have been worth if the IO went with that Viper and they just went for that downright filthy lane just to make Legion Commander's life hell, because even though, I mean, Yawar is clearly proving to be a much bigger late game factor than the Legion Commander, at least Viper would have gotten something in his lane, and only now has Viper completed a Dragonlance. At 15 minutes in, as a mid-Viper, that's disappointing, and even though you may have put too much investment in one lane, at least it was one hero who would get farm.
And we'll have to see if overcharged Dragonlance Viper is going to be enough deeps here to kind of hold their own against DooWop, which I would not put my money on, that's for sure. And they're still building pretty traditional here on DooWop. You know, at this point, you know, maybe they would build a bit too greedy, get that disrespect Dagon going or something like that, and then take advantage of it. But I mean, Snake King still has his hood, he's feeling good there. The Silver Edge is complete. I mean, supports are even getting decently sized items. Damage is rolling in for 747. So he's even the harder hitting core. Scary times here, but DooWop going through the motions as they will settle for the Roche first. We'll see, maybe Dilecom can do something. They're rolling on through. They went over a ward, but they were smoked up.
Where the Hawk at, though?
Uh-oh. Yeah, they're rolling all the way up to the top lane, but DooWop have also smoked here.
They got him. They ganked the Purge creep.
They both scan, but they both miss. Oh, now they'll drop the ward. Let's see here. Can Dilecom do something about it? The spirits are gonna tell the tell here. Uh-oh. It's DooWop doing the Roche. What do we do, Dilecom? There goes Feaver. They're looking to get the jump in. Gets a nice stun. The roar is going to go off, though. But Snake King with a huge hook stomp jumps right in, takes to the Ogre, and they're going to be shutting him down. Two going to get dropped. Dan King now side by side with Z-Talk. Z-Talk is going to be dealt with in a heartbeat. Purge. And they make their move. They're looking to go for the duel. 747. Or he already got the duel done, but went back over. And now they're just kind of forcing Dilecom away from the Roche. Don't even come close. This is our Roche.
On the bright side, IO did get denied to Roche, so it could have gone worse.
Well, I mean, it's one of those few opportunities where maybe you can catch DooWop by surprise if they're going in for the Roche, so the effort appreciated, but obviously DooWop is still a bit too swole at this point.
Yeah, and plus Beastmaster opted for a Necrobook first item as opposed to a Blink Dagger, so again, they really have no initiation, and so they can send the Hawk, they can find out what's going on, but then what happens?
They die, Tsunami.
Yeah.
They die.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can do, though, for maybe a bit of a high ground defense here. Quick move in onto the Lone Druid. Now Yawar finds himself under a bit of harassment, has to pull out the Shadow Dance and step away. Fends off to defend their tier 2 here. I mean, unfortunately for Dilecom on their crutches, but DooWop will not allow them any sort of easy comeback. As they are pulling off here. Could as easily push forward and try to add some extra pressure onto these tier 2s, but DooWop, forgiving on this day, will be happy to pull off for now and get back into the farm territory here. As we have now a Shadow Blade complete on our Lady Legion Commander.
This bear does attack mighty fast with Bloodlust, Overcharged, and Inner Beast, I won't lie.
That's true. You know, Insta-Roots will come out. And even for ranged Lone Druid over here, he could do a little bit of damage, but you know, you are going to be working past a lot. Fear you on the Earth Spirit. I mean, it's not your more traditional Earth Spirit build, but he even has a mech for the team just because there's no real other mech candidate on the team. Even if they're able to get in, though, they have a way to kind of deal with it. Mid lane, jump in, crush. While Yawar goes for Z-Talk. Don't even try to go for Relocate or any sort of help on the van. They'll get that job done. Stampede's going to be coming out. Snake King moves in, but realizes that he's not strong enough. He cannot one-on-one the Low Druid. He will be going down. And on the other side here, Yawar still up in arms, looking to take it right to the Viper. Does win this one-on-one matchup and still looking to fight strong all the way through to the back end of his Aegis and will make it count with a triple kill. More than enough done by them. DooWop now can take their advantage down this mid lane. Pressure on Dilecom to defend, and it's only poor little Z-Talk and Van to try to hold.
And normally, you see an IO in the Lone Druid and you're like, oh, things are not that bad. But I don't really think with just... yeah, so even Lone Druid has not hit 15 yet, so he doesn't have that 65 damage talent. And without that, really, you are like a sniper, but you're like a sniper with no items. And, yeah.
And I hate to, really, I didn't even realize the poor Dilecom, only one kill.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a tough game.
You know, 20,000 net worth difference at 20 minutes. That'll happen.
We'll see, though. This could, be the game of the history here. Big comeback. You gotta be a Dilecom believer here. That kill never happened. That's why I didn't look at it. Dilecom are still in this one. Beastmaster's out there, unfortunately, 25 seconds. It doesn't even look like he got his roar off. It's just kind of DooWop just whopping. What else is there to say? And Dilecom, like, no resonance of a high ground defense at this point. I mean, their lineup already lacks good high ground defense. It's not even the best for even spamming out the waves, with the exception of like the axes and some spirit balls.
Yeah, but Bloodlusted Tower though.
They were like all in on having good lanes, and then maybe building up a Viper to a point where they could 4-man around in a way without the lone druid too much, but not the case.
This is like how my Battle Cup drafts go, where I'm like all in on one idea, where I'm like, dude, what if we got a bunch of attack speed buffs and got a lone druid? And then you play it, and you're like, wait, I still need to play the first 40 minutes of the game before I get to that point.
Oh, they dropped a sentry. Yeah, they found the Legion. They knew she had moved nearby, but here comes a trouble in the form of a stampede. T-Talk shows up. He's like, I'm here to help, guys. No, you're here to die. They could chase him on down. He might be able to make it away. And gone. On the other side, Van barely able to make it away. You know, that was them hoping to get the jump onto 747, but look how quick DooWop are there to respond, man. One stampede, they swiftly move in. No, you're not getting one more kill. And they take a couple of lives here, and now could look to push on in. With a couple of wins here and 2 points, DooWop will move themselves up in the group stage quite a bit, actually.
Whoa, what kind of talk is that? Dilecom, what happened to Believe?
Well, looking likely to be the case here.
Dilecom still fights their way into it. Oh, you are taking a lot of damage.
He's eating hard shots, but obviously has the Shadow Dance to fall back on, and then just continues to truck on in. Tier 3 is going to be taken care of. Everything in Dilecom's power to just get rid of the wave. They got rid of the wave good. There's that. But DooWop, yeah, DooWop did what they could, and they'll walk away. But they need more. They just need so much more. That's good though. Maelstrom will help clear the wave, farm up, keep things back. But you know, I just feel like for the Ogre, you know, for the Wisp, what do we do at this point? Z-Talk is trying to be like maybe the get out of jail free card, but obviously DooWop are going to be scouting for him in the back lines. Yawar in particular, they just pop him, take him out right away. And Ogre's just bloodlust, you know.
Oh, I know.
You know.
I know. Oh, poor Z-Talk. Look at this little ball travel.
Don't do this. Here he comes.
No. Just denial.
Hiya, dead. Alright. At that same moment, we also saw Yawar able to get the takedown.
Arguably more important kill.
Yeah, much more important kill, but we saw the fun kill. Thinking gonna get dropped here. Ogre also gonna be going down. Triple kill for Yawar here. And the racks to be going down.
I feel like every one of Snake King's stomps in the past 20 minutes have all been 2 hero stomps. Oh, Yawar might die. Nope.
Oh no, now enticed, they get the Soul Catcher. Oh, relocate, boom, Z-Talk with the big plays. Pulls Van all the way back inside the base where they feel it's safe. Meanwhile, the rest of DooWop are just making sure this home is destroyed as they have wrecked all the way through this mid lane set of racks. Now moving down below, they're going to continue to do more of the same. We'll just have to see if Dilecom can find any way to, you know,
the 2-kill dream is alive. They will get one more kill.
They can do it, I believe.
But who?
No one really. I mean, as long as DooWop are staying together, there is no easy target. That's 2 racks down. Dilecom not looking to throw in the towel though.
Good.
They are bleeding out though. My God. Okay, here we go. It's going to hear you. Oh, no. They have a disruption save, and that's going to be fine. There's the movement in the duel. That's going to be the win. DooWop are fountain camping right now. Uh-oh. Yawar? He's like, I'm not going to be that second kill.
Day 9 would not approve of this.
Uh-oh, Biryu. Don't be that guy. Stampede. Keeps him safe. Backs him away. Who's going to be the one to feed the kill? Yes! Biryu! No! Oh, the save with the disruption. Biryu's not going to go down. Then finally he falls. 2 to 30. And maybe even some more here. You are back in. Come on, guys, just end the game.
No.
Get back and end the game.
I demand more blood.
They're just trying to get him to go into submission, but Dilecom obviously not looking to submit. They're happy to dance with him. They're like, just feed us that net worth bounty.
This is inspiring.
Boom, 2-shot, 747's like, I'll take the damage. He's at 142 bonus damage. And this is just straight up World Star now. Just an ass beating from outer space. I mean, Dilecom weren't out of the tournament yet, but
Radiant's middle tower.
I don't know, after a performance like this, can they still be a team that hangs? I don't know.
I really thought stand-in would show up today.
Yeah, stand-in, you know,
Radiant's middle tower.
back to being a stand-in, I guess.
This was his shot at the big time.
Radiant's middle tower.
He was about to be EG stand-in.
Okay, well, all right, everybody, this show's over. It was a hard watch here, but DooWop finally seemed to be able to put this one to bed. Good games all around. It was just a jolly day of Dota, wasn't it? All right, well, DooWop, get it done. And by far, our biggest stomp of the day. Actually, I'll...
healthy, and then obviously press the attack. If she's mid, she's gonna have a bottle and she's gonna have plenty of mana to deal with it. So it's probably a break-even lane, but I mean Viper's still gonna have a fine time.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It's a Meepo. Oh my god, it's an IO. That's the one we didn't consider. We said Invoker, we said Legion Commander, we said Bloodlust, all for the bear, but we didn't consider Overcharge. Will we see a primary bear lone druid?
Maybe. I'm saying, like, it's been 50-50 surprisingly, where everyone's like all the rage for the new ranged sniper lone druid. I've seen just as much, whether it be AoE or move from complexity, go back and go with the classic old Midas Radiance buildup. Never see Wisp. Like, you rarely see Wisp. In American, like, in a lot of European games, like, yeah, they love the Wisp and they always go for American qualifier games, especially like when you're looking at tier 2, tier 3 teams, unless you're FDL and Stand King FDL, which Stand King is apparently in this game, you are not going for Wisp. He is like one of the very few people that pull out Wisp in American qualifier games. So this may confirm that that actually is Stand King. Maybe try to see to like tweet at him if it was actually or not. If he's playing it, then that's the case. But no, trash can, track.
No one levels Tidehunter. I mean, Tidebringer, and so like no one realized it until like 6 hours after the patch, and someone was like, "I feel like Tidebringer isn't doing very much damage," and everyone's like, "Why are you leveling, you fool? You just get X and Torrent," and then they're like, "Oh wait, no, it definitely is bugged right now."
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I know.
Reserve time.
Well, it's not tournament play though. Alliance has to be playing, and Lotus specifically has to be playing. Then bugs will just emerge from the woodwork.
Seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Yeah, Viper these days.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. No, I'll corroborate that. I think that Ag could go a really long way on Centaur because Lone Druid he's a really good at bothering you from afar, but then you bring all 5 heroes, no pathing, onto a hero that can really only Savage Roar once every 20 seconds, then maybe you can get the Centaur off of you, but you're not going to be able to get all 5 enemy heroes off of you, and damage reduction is just gravy on top of that.
Radiant team pick.
Hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's a somewhat common pitfall because sometimes teams will be like, oh, well, we have half of the combo still in the pool, we'll pick half of it as like a denial pick. And then the other people will be like, well, let's just take Luna anyway, you know, whatever. And you will find out the hard way that that is not the way to deal with that. The question is, why did they ban Leshrac? It's like, everyone knows, yeah.
Beastmaster.
Whoa.
Dire team.
That's a hero I haven't seen in a while. Oh, the control groups.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Another curious instance I enjoyed seeing was that apparently Kunkka's Tidebringer was bugged out with this Dark Moon patch, and it seems to be like the Broodmother factor, where you're just like, I don't want to have to deal with that. Let's just take it out. I don't really care what else is going on, but no one really is like, dude, we gotta pick Broodmother. It's gonna change everything. Here we are, though.
5 seconds remaining.
Right?
Dire team ban. Dire team pick.
I mean, if they do manage to bait DooWop into picking Razor, you can always send Lone Druid mid, and Lone Druid is exceptional against Razor mid.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 5 seconds remaining.
Legion Commander.
Radiant team pick.
I would guess the Legion, and she does okay because Moment of Courage is obviously going to be able to keep her somewhat healthy.